Hey, welcome to Questions Just Ask. We're looking at questions Jesus asked this month and probably into next month and the following month. Questions that I came across an article that said questions Jesus asked that we need to answer today. And so far, it's been pretty good, pretty cool. Because mostly times Jesus asks a question, it's really about our heart that he's asking a question. So he asked it in Matthew 11:6. He says 16. It's Matthew 11:16, by the way. To what shall I compare this generation? Wow. What did he mean? What was the question? Well, he just got done giving a testimony about John the Baptist. What a wonderful follower of Jesus he was a man according to God's purpose. And he says to them, he gets down to it and says, to what shall I compare this generation? Is it like children sitting in the marketplace and calling to their playmates? We played the flute for you and you did not dance. We sang a dirge, you did not move. What's Jesus asking? He says, are you a generation that wants to do nothing? Are you a generation that wants to go out and hear but not read? Are you a generation that wants to repent but not change anything? Are you a generation that hears without listening? That's what he's asking. What shall I compare this generation? And sometimes I think we're right in the biblical days in our day and age generations, because I kind of feel like that's the way, right where we are today. I meet so many people, yeah, I go to church. Yeah, but what's changing in your life? Nothing. I do a lot of counseling. And mostly most people that come to me are Christians. They want Christian counseling. And I'll ask them these kind of questions. And well, John, I have one say, is the Bible really functional today? Is it functional today? It's more functional today than it was probably 50 years ago. Because we can see how it's all playing out. We can see the bad and the good. We can see the evil and what's good. And we have a choice to make. We can either stand with Christ or we can walk away. And listen, if you're going to be a generation that goes, hey, we played the flute for you and you did not dance, and we sang a dirge and you did not mourn, you're just going to do nothing. You better be careful of your salvation. Hebrews writes that you better be careful that are you truly saved? Because I really have come to the conclusion that in order to go to heaven, you not only have to believe in Jesus, you have to follow. He says, who do you believe in him? He's talking to them about following him, believing, doing. Your life has to change. In fact, that's the whole key. Your life has to change. Not because you demand it, because Christ is impacting it. And if Christ isn't impacting it, there's not going to be any change. And if Christ isn't impacting it, it's because there's no Christ in it. It's that simple. I don't want to be the generation that hears and doesn't do anything. I don't want to be the generation that you play a song, we don't dance. I don't want to be a generation that you play a dirge and we don't mourn. I want to be the generation that says, yes, Lord, I will follow you every step of the way. Great question he asked. What should I compare this generation? Because outside of that, there's nothing to compare it to. So, hey, I hope that you want to be the generation that wants to follow Jesus and not just listen. So next week, we're going to look at why do you break the commandments of God for the sake of your tradition. Oh, Mark 15:33. We're going to get into some serious stuff next week as we finish up the month of March on March 29th. Thanks for joining us. See you next week.